Possibly the most awkward elevator ride ever.
If I told you there was a new kind of medicine that could heal you, but it was made from germs, would you take it?
What do you think about germs?
Gross.
They get you sick.
I'm opposed.
You're opposed. You're anti-germ.
I'm anti-germ.
We see germs as a threat, and we've gotten real good at killing the ones that cause infection. In fact, since 1950, the rate of infectious diseases has plummeted. But during the same time, chronic diseases have skyrocketed. Is there a connection? Could it be we're so obsessed with killing germs, we're making ourselves sick? To find out what's going on, I'm in Boston at MIT. That's where Dr. Eric Alm explores our relationship to germs.
We don't usually call them germs.
Why would you not call them germs?
I think it has a connotation that you're talking about an infectious disease, and that the way to stay healthy is to avoid those things.
And according to the National Institutes of Health, bacteria actually play a critical role in regulating immunity, metabolism, and other key functions. Alm says your bacteria make up something called the microbiome. It's a lush forest with a huge diversity of plants and trees. And in that forest, there are a tiny number of bad bacteria down there, like weeds on the forest floor. They can cause disease, but in a healthy forest, they're held in check. There's no room for them to spread around.
How do you think about bacteria?
Bacteria are pretty exciting. They kind of make the world go around, and in some pretty important ways.
All right, well, most bacteria are good then. But what happens when you kill off those good bacteria?
There's a growing body of research that shows our modern obsession with killing germs can wipe out lots of innocent bacteria in the microbiome. That opens up space, giving bad bacteria the room to multiply and make you sick.
What's jacking with our microbiome? Stay with me here for 1 second. I'm gonna run through some science, and I'm gonna start with hand sanitizer.
This toxicology journal has some emerging science that focused on mice. It found the key ingredient in hand sanitizer can cause changes in the balance of the microbiome.
Okay, more science. 3 major medical journals looked at the connection between young children and allergies.
They generally found kids without frequent exposure to farm animals or dogs had higher levels of allergies and asthma.
We're almost there. Stay with me. This is a big one. Antibiotics.
Here's a major study from the National Academy of Sciences. It found frequent use of antibiotics by small children led to a loss of diversity in the microbiome and left it altered from its initial state.
We may not be as exposed to bacterium as we used to be due to modern hygiene practices, which are good, of course. we want the hygiene. But it might mean that we're not getting the right exposure to properly train our immune system.
So this is my hotel room in Boston, and this is where the story gets a little weird, because I need to take this kit into the bathroom and give a poop sample.
A growing number of scientists believe there is a connection between killing off germs and the rise of chronic diseases. For a cure, they're exploring the healthy germs that live in your poop.
Okay, me and my poop are getting off on 4. Hello. This is not awkward.
Now I'm at a place called the Open Biome, which Eric Alm helped found. For demonstration purposes, I've volunteered my own sample to see how they turn poop into medicine. That's right, poop can be a drug.
You can think about that the next time you're going to the bathroom, that you're in the drug manufacturing business.
It's super sterile here, so I'm gowning up in several layers of protection. First, they add a solution to preserve the sample.
Basically, it's the perfect poop. You can't get much better than that.
All right.
Then it's manipulated and filtered, and finally it's stored in a deep freeze until it's needed.
The first time you see it, you get a little bit, skittish. Yeah. But after the second time, you really understand the reason you're making medicine out of it.
The poop transplant is real basic. A donor with a healthy biome provides a sample. Then it's implanted into a patient who has a bacterial disease. Currently, it's only used to treat C. difficile, a deadly gastrointestinal infection where antibiotics don't always work. And now there are promising trials underway to treat obesity, ulcerative colitis, and even autism. What's going on right now is researchers are trying to isolate the individual bacteria that make this procedure successful.
So get away from poop and actually make
Yeah.
a medicine that comes in a bottle.
Yep, yeah, I think that's what a lot of people are really excited about. The good news is there's always poop as well.
So are we so obsessed with being clean that we're making ourselves sick? The science says yes. We learned that germs and bacteria are misunderstood. Some bacteria is bad, but most help us maintain a healthy balance in the microbiome. And in our quest to kill germs, we've traded infectious diseases for chronic ones that are very hard to treat. If you've got something you want verified, send me an email.